My name is Geraldine Reynemants. I'm the General Representative of Government of Flanders in Southern Africa, and I am EUNIC President for South Africa since January 2018. I think the interesting thing is that the big cultural institutions come with obviously the capacity and the knowledge of the countries in which they work, and they bring that into EUNIC. Whereas the smaller embassies, or the embassies and the smaller representations, have another value to bring. One of them is to have the close relationship with the EU delegation, know more about cultural diplomacy side of things, whereas the institutes would rather work on cultural relations. And it balances each other out, or rather it adds up to have a complete, more complete overview of what is happening in the country itself, but also what is happening in our headquarters. We came up with a project around repurposing colonial and apartheid architecture and infrastructure, work with partners in South Africa that are already involved in this issue, and facilitate the discussion, add on to the discussion, and bring people together, bring people from South Africa, Africa and Europe together. The discussion on decolonization has been very interesting, sometimes very hard in South Africa, both at universities, but also at in cultural heritage sector, in museums and so on. So it's a debate that we cannot, as cultural institutions or as embassies, we cannot ignore. I would like to recommend a film that was released last year, a South African film, which stirred a lot of discussion in South Africa. It's called Xeba, and I'm sorry I don't pronounce it well. It's in Xhosa, so I'm unable to pronounce that. And it's on initiation rituals for Xhosa people. And why it's such a debate was because there's a homosexual relationship developed in that film, and it gives an interesting insight in initiation rituals, but also in how the topic of homosexuality is being discussed in art, but also in society.